Nistelrooy is waiting to talk to us live at Old Trafford. Ruud, good to see you.
Good evening.
A point today. Thanks for joining us. How was that for you? What did you think overall?
Well, I have to be honest that I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't win it. Although I'm very proud of the performance of the team, I think overall the chances that we created were a bit better than theirs. We had a few opportunities that we didn't outplay well, but we had some good counter-attacking moments. I think the Chelsea goal was a great finish, but wasn't the biggest chance. So the win would obviously have been fantastic, but we take the point as well.
And on the back of the win against Leicester, what was the experience like of managing in the Premier League at Manchester United, a club that means so much to you?
Yeah, my biggest motivation also in a role as assistant is to help the club forward and to help the players get better. And now in this role, I also do it. And after the Leicester game at home, I go back to the other role, and I just want to continue here because this club needs to be brought forward, and I just want to be part of that.
And talking of relationships, Scholes's here because he made you look good on numerous occasions, Ruud.
He did.
He made me look good.
He did actually on many occasions. Just make the run and the ball will arrive. Basically that.
Hi, Ruud.
Excellent.
I must admit, Ruud, this week I think you've handled yourself brilliant. I think with the media, especially spoke really well. I know you have managed before in Holland. Obviously, did well with PSV. I think you won the Dutch Cup there. Is management still something you want to get into?
Well, I think at the moment, before I came to United, I was looking to manage, no doubt about that. And when United came in with this opportunity, for me it was a fantastic opportunity. I wanted to be here, and I put that aside. And for me, that was a deliberate decision to come here and help out. And I just want to stay and do the same thing. And so for me, that's my focus at the moment.
And finally, Ruud, you've got 2 more games to go. We all know what United mean. I think we could see it when Bruno Fernandes scored that penalty. Have a look at this. Is this pure emotion from you? Van Nistelrooy goal?
My goodness.
You didn't do that when you scored from the halfway line against Fulham,
No. Yeah, the release was fantastic. It was a big moment to score, get 1-0 up, and then at Old Trafford there will be a buzz around. And I was happy for Bruno, his 3rd goal in two games. So everything came out, it's a bit of passion there as well.
We love to see it. Listen, great to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed. Good luck this week. Berbatov back at Old Trafford, who's watched the game today and 2 goals. What did you make of it, Berba?
I think it was a fair result in the end, 1-1. Although, looking at some of the chances here again, I think at the end of the game, that chance that Bruno had should be a goal. I mean, the way he connects with the ball normally, giving the passes and shooting at the goal, he should do better than that, and he knows it. But in the end of the day, I think it's a fair result, 1-1.
That is a reoccurring theme and conversation, though, isn't it? We've just mentioned it. They've got 9 goals in 10 league games. That's the lowest since 1973 at this stage of a season for Manchester United. It's a problem for the new manager coming in.
It is. Looking at the statistic and the data, it is a problem. But let's not forget that sometimes the strikers are depending on the midfield behind them.
Do you feel sorry for them, Berba, in a way, those strikers?
Sometimes, yes, because I've been in the same position. And for example, today, Højlund, he put a lot of effort fighting, but most of the time he was with the back against the goal. And that's the worst position a striker can be, because you always have someone on your back, breathing in your neck, and it's not a good thing to do. So you need to be in the half turn all the time and trying to see the goal as well. But again, sometimes it's about the ball that you receive and the supply of the ball. And when the whole team is not performing well, the strikers sometimes are suffering of this. And if they don't score enough, of course, the blame gets to you because you're the striker. So let's hope with coming of the new manager, that problem will be resolved, either with current striker getting better or the new manager bringing new strikers.
When you blame the midfielder, Scholesy jumped out of his chair, so he wants to come in.
Scholesy was unbelievable, and he knows how to look for me or for the other players that he used to play. And sometimes, of course, it's about the movement of the United players in attack as well. But most of the time, it comes, of course, down to the quality and how you read the game, how you look for the space. And sometimes it's easy now from the outside to look and to criticize. Inside is more difficult.
But I was just thinking, obviously, I look at the midfield area of the pitch quite a bit. Do you think it is actually a lack of movement or lack of clever movement from the forward players or the lack of control in midfield. I felt today watching the game, there's a real lack of control from both teams and they really struggled, United especially, to bring Bruno into the game and Cole Palmer. Is that the way you saw it as well?
I think the word that you used, clever, is probably the right one. The clever movement and the clever way of passing the ball, knowing when to pass the ball, the decision of knowing when to pass the ball, either when the guy makes the right movement and then you need to see him in advance, of course, to read the game and to pass him the ball. But that word clever is the key word because the most intelligent players, and you know better than me because you are that type of player, to know when to pass the ball in the right and exact moment, because that can make the difference. And of course, for example, the penalty incident, Højlund should do better on that because he had a bad touch on the ball. It was a perfect ball and he needed to control it and finish. But he was a bit lucky to escape it and go down for the penalty. So sometimes it's a lot of component needs to fit together to have the perfect pass, the perfect chance, or etc. But you need to deal with the ugly situation as well, and you know how to react and to score.
Fascinating. Berba, thank you very much indeed. We'll see you soon. Keep warm.
Thank you.
Because we didn't score the second one with the opportunities we had. And that's the feeling for me personally and also in the dressing room. And of course, over the last games that we played, we lost some points that we didn't convert our chances. The good thing always is the way I think is that when we create a lot, all through the season so far. And in that sense, I'm not too worried. I think when the players are going to get in the flow of things with results coming and confidence growing, that goals will come. From last Monday to today, 6 days in a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously very sad seeing Eric leave. The next day, you have to start to focus on getting the lads ready for a performance against Leicester, because there's 75,000 people who are going to show up here as well at Old Trafford. So we have the obligation, and the players feel that they have the obligation to do better. And they looked also in the mirror, and their reactions Wednesday and today showed that they thought about it. And obviously done very well in Portugal. He's a very young, talented coach, and did well for a long time, over a longer spell in Portugal. So, you know, as I said, looking forward to keep helping the club forward. There's nothing planned for any conversation at all. I'm doing my job at the moment to prepare the Thursday and the Sunday game, and in the meantime, I wait how things develop in the communication towards the new head coach. That Wednesday is that I came here to help as an assistant, as a coach, and in this bit as well as an interim for a short spell, and then again in any capacity willing to help. So in that sense, I'm open for this future. We all will be backing him and helping him to get Manchester United to where we all want it to be. And I think that spirit is the most important to have. And performances with the spirit of that the players showed on Wednesday and today is a foundation to build on. And with this spirit and fight, that then football qualities will come out and will be shown. And that's, I think, the foundation to build on. And then there's time to improve a lot on his performances. Last Wednesday and today were excellent. With his 2 goals on last Wednesday. And today he played a great ball in on Rasmus Højlund on the penalty situation. I think he had an excellent game overall, covering together with Ugarte, taking care of Cole Palmer, and in the second half Cucurella, and in the first half the play that came in the 10 positions. So he did really well there, Gusto, and he balanced the team on and off the ball. So he's very important also as a leader in this. To be fair, I saw it on the touchline, and I didn't at that moment I didn't see it as a red at all. I have to look it back to get a clear opinion.